welcome to our podcast, Pro Audio Music and Storytellers. My name is Rafael Guzman, and I'm here with my co-host, friend, partner in crime, Gerardo.
Hello, everybody.
And our guest, Martin, Gael Martin. Somebody told me the other day to speak more Spanish. And my name is Rafael Guzman. So, yeah, somebody called me.
Yeah.
So anyway, the song of the show is going to be The Blueless Blues by Alvin Lee, which come across to you, the way you play. What do you think about that song?
It's a good song. It's a good song, especially that had the George Harrison as a guest for the solo, and then the great solo of Alvin Lee.
Right.
It's a great song. Yeah.
Yes, one of those in that song, Alvin Lee make a comment that the George Harrison solo and the steel guitar was so good that he had to do something at the same level, and it turned to be one of the best solos that I ever heard in my history. Gael Martin is an old friend, very talented man, guitar player for ZENDATTA, and many other projects, working on a solo project. Let me start asking you the question, what was the first record in your life that impacted you, that helped you out to develop who you are?
It must be Van Halen, the first Van Halen album.
Great record.
Yeah.
Song?
Yeah, the sound, the guitar, the instrument, the power.
Yeah.
So it was like listening to something 3D, that it was like perfect in every piece of that album is perfect. It's brilliant. It's like it's so powerful that it's like it's incredible.
What song specifically of that?
Running with the
album
Devil or
Well, the of
Oh, you
course,
really got
as
me.
every guitar player must tell the same thing. The Eruption
Yeah.
must be Eruption. When you the
Yeah,
first
it's
thing I listen to
impressive.
Eruption,
It's
the first
impressive.
thing that crosses your mind is like,
Yeah.
is that thing is made with the guitars? It's like,
Yeah.
it's
because-
incredible. In 1978, to listen to something like that is like, this is real.
Yeah, because he made the guitar sound like never before other guitar players.
correct. Ted Templeton was the producer, recorded at the Sunset Sound in California.
Yes.
That was really, really good. And I can see, when I see you play that you got a lot of influence from that man, Eddie Van Halen. Let me ask you one more question. How many years you been in this business so far?
Probably more than that I realized that I'm in this business, because since I was a kid, I was like a TV rat. I was in television most of the time. When near to my house on the same block, it used to be this channel Venezolana de Televisión,
Right.
Channel 8. Used to have different programs there, like the most of the kids program. I
Gabi
went
Fofoy
there.
Biliki, for example.
Yeah. I'm not that old, but yeah, they were there. But I remember that in that
Yeah.
TV station is when I met the police,
Oh.
the real guys.
Very important.
Sting, Stuart Copeland,
In your
and Andy
life.
Summers. So, and it was the first rock band that I saw performing live. In that time, it was not live because it was a TV,
Yeah.
but it was like just watching them on the stage, like singing and doing their thing. It was a huge impact for me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what was the first guitar that you purchased in your life?
It was a Fender Telecaster
Wow.
that I had to find the money. It was very difficult. My mom told me, Well, you need to find a way to, if you want to get the guitar, and start painting. So I paint half of the building to get that guitar.
All the building, all the building.
Inside. Yeah, most of the
This is-
That was when the buildings started to have the different colors.
So, and if you ask me, I was if that was necessary, I would paint the building outside too. If that was necessary to get the guitar.
To get the guitar.
Yeah.
Incredible
But-
that you still got Telecasters in your
Yeah,
arsenal.
yeah, it's part important on my sound.
Is that
Well,
still
that's-
do
that's
you have that
amazing.
one?
No, I sold it. I sold it for a stupid reason. Let me explain. I never say that. So, because I get my Strat, my 1982 Strat, and my mom told me, "Are you gonna keep 2 guitars?" It's like, "No, I don't think I don't need 2 guitars." And I sold the guitar
Oh, my
to my
God.
roadie because it's like, yeah, you don't need 2 guitars. And I sold the guitar, and then I regret to sell the guitar. But of course, that's why later I get not one Telecaster. I got like 3 Telecasters. And better than the one I have,
Right.
but you're attached is your,
It's
first guitar, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, but it was the guitar that was with me on my first band. I started making play with a punk band.
Right. That was amazing. You know that incredible how these talented men start in a punk rock band in Caracas, Venezuela, start to torture the people around there. So tell us a little bit about that. That was a surprise when I found out that was.
Before I continue, I think, and I know, I don't know how many, but I think that all the guitar players have the same thing. They sell, and
Oh, yeah.
then come, please, I want to buy my guitar again.
Right.
Please send me
I had a
the
Gibson
money,
Custom
or
that
send you
that
the
I
money.
switched
pay
for
more.
Ibanez.
I pay more for you if you. I need to
That the mistakes that we make
Yeah,
when we
always.
are in the beginning. Oh, you saw him too. I really nice. That we had keep it the Ludwig. But going back to that,
yeah. The punk band, it was a good experience. Was my first band. Probably my band was one of the wildest bands in that time. I remember that I used to I had my agenda when I had the places the places that I perform, and I used to check, and my check mark is like, okay, we destroy this place, we destroy this place, we destroy this place, and those are venues that we play just once, and we never
not play, destroy the play, but
Right.
actually
yeah,
they
it's
destroy.
not it's not with
They destroy.
What is
yeah.
the name of the band? The Destroyers. No.
No, the name of the band was as Curfew, Toque de Queda.
Yeah, but
And I create that
remember
name in high school. And I remember that was high school in a class that I was boring. I was like, and I was doing
Artwork.
artwork, drawings, writing whatever it comes to my mind, and then it comes the Toque de Queda. And I wrote with the logo and everything. It was like, this is gonna be my band.
And then the
yeah.
teacher asked, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, when I finished high school,
She was a bass player.
yeah, I finished the high school, and then the first thing is like find people to make my band, and that when the curfew, and we had success. We are an underground band. There's a good punk band
Right.
must be underground.
Right.
You have some
So
recording of that?
I remember that we got offers even from Sony Music,
Okay.
and I refused because I was so into the underground
Right.
that it's like I don't want to kill the underground. So if you follow like Nirvana and you see Kurt Cobain, how he frustrated he was to get that success with Nirvana, that was not what he had in his mind.
Right.
The Nirvana was made to be an underground
Right.
project.
Yeah.
So that was the same way that I think on that band. It's like to be a successful punk band, we had to remain on the ground.
Yeah, kids, you know, when you
You have
see
some recording?
when you see Gael
Yes.
in a supermarket, the way that he looks now, he might be a little bit crazier and pioneer all these things that you are trying to do, right?
Yeah, and
As a pioneer.
and then I learned a lot from Toque. That band was my. I learned a
School.
valuable lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter what music you play, you need to create the experience.
Right.
And I remember that I was not the singer at that time. It was my good friend Matias, and he told me, "I'm not a singer, but I move people." And
There we go.
And it was like
Yeah.
interesting when I saw him in the performance, and I saw him doing what he does. He's still doing, by the
Showman.
way. He's a real showman, and the people went crazy.
Right.
And it's like he was right.
Mm-hmm.
He's right. So so the people is not going to see you to see how good you are, or how good is the music, or the lyric in a specific. No, the people go in something that is like
Performing.
it's,
right?
it's,
The
it's,
showman.
yeah, it's the show.
Right.
The people wants an experience. In that experience, there's mistakes, there's like flaws, there's the part that are good, part that are literally magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of the whole thing that is the experience.
So
It's
the band that you mentioned here that impact you, Van Halen. I think that David Lee Roth
Oh,
is
yes.
one of the best showmen that ever
Yeah.
been in this industry.
Yeah,
Maybe you're not that good singer, but I had the opportunity to see them and watch them for many years, and great
Yeah.
showman.
He was
that is a
a
truth.
great showman. That's right.
Yep. Here we go. Here where the trouble start. Gerardo,
Yeah.
can you ask him what was the first pedal that you put?
Which was your first pedal that you brought for the guitar?
Well,
I think I have an idea.
what the idea?
Shit. Here we go.
The pedal of the bike.
So Gerardo
Yes, yes.
fucking Carlos Chacon. Here we go. Fuck that. Lord. Here we go. My fault. The pedal. I'm not
After-
kidding you. Carlos Chacon.
After the bike pedal.
Gerardo,
which-
the bicycle pedal in Chacao. What was the name of the?
I don't know the name
Believe
of
that.
the store.
Palumbo.
Balu.
Wow.
Hold on.
Palumbo.
Gente,
He from
I've been
Brazil?
telling you, no, he's not from Brazil.
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
no,
think
no.
that he was born
We
in
adopted.
Caracas. Yeah,
We
no.
Yeah.
The bus driver from Pro Patria to Guarena, Miranda.
Palumbo.
Miranda been hanging out too much with Gerardo. So anyway, what really was your first pedal?
Well, let's say that it was expectations was. I remember that in that time was to get a big muff.
Ah, yeah.
Expectations.
Yes.
And
I
when
love it.
I continue painting things and doing all the
Like the
things
whole
to
week.
get more money.
The whole block was
And it's like I got my guitar, I got my amp. By the way, it's the same amp that I'm using now.
Wow, the
Uh,
PB.
Yeah, the PB Bandit.
From Busey.
Yeah, for Busi. There was a famous store in Caracas,
In
Busi.
Caracas.
They used to sell that amp in specific.
Musicale.
And there's something that I heard 2 days ago about Busey when Queen were in Venezuela. I don't know who was the tour manager or something, and then they bring Brian May to Busey to find strings.
Wow.
Had sense.
Busi.
Had
Musical
sense.
Busi. So anyway,
it
going
was
back
the
to
best
that big
store.
muff.
Well, it was with the
Brian
expectation
May.
was to get a big muff.
Yeah.
So when I
From
see
Electro-Harmonics.
see the money that the cost of the
The
big
big
muff,
muff.
it was like was way out of my range. So let's go like next pedal out of my range. Let's go with something cheaper. It was way out of my range, and that was on the time like what I can get with this money, he showed me a small pedal that I still keep it.
Wow.
It's called a Screaming Bird. It's a treble booster.
Right.
But it's the same pedal that Brian May used to get distortion on his amplifier.
Wow.
Right.
And
Wow.
and I remember that I started using it to push the distortion on my amp,
Right.
and I like the sound. But it was like I never read anywhere how to use that pedal. It was like, I'm gonna find a way to use this pedal.
Well, gentlemen, let me tell you something. If you had the chance to see ZENDATTA, which is one of the best tribute bands in U.S., they are tribute for police. You're gonna see how amazing your sounds are.
Yes.
An extremely beautiful voice. So you have a chance to see ZENDATTA. They're going to be touring around U.S.
Yeah, let me
Catch it.
clarify something. ZENDATTA is a unique police tribute band. Why? Because remember,
By the
Sting
way,
was the-
Gerardo took drums. He played drum with Jose.
Yeah, we
with,
started
Gael.
31 years ago. We started in Venezuela. But Sting is a bass player and singer. In this case, Jose is the singer and guitar player.
Right.
You need to see how many sounds.
Right, it's a
he
different
nailed
thing.
All the sound of
Who sing
summer.
in ZENDATTA, Jose, who plays the guitar.
And Ricardo Vigay.
And now,
on the bass and-
that brings me to the question,
Mm.
why police?
It was when we start. That was not 1995. It was way before. It was like maybe 1982.
Mhm.
We are a cover band, like every other cover band. We play different bands. So, and we add like one or two or maybe three songs of the Police.
Mhm.
The reaction of the people was very good with the songs of the Police. It's like, okay, let's add a 4th song. Let's add 6 songs. In less than a year, the people tell us, on all your song list, you have 3 songs of the Police and 2 songs of other bands on every set. So it was 3 sets. It was like how many songs? Like
Yeah.
9 songs
9
of the
songs,
Police
yeah.
and
Mhm. 2, 3,
6 songs
6
of the other bands.
So the ZENDATTA concept started in Venezuela,
Yes.
Yeah.
surprisingly. So that was in 19... We never say
19
age. No, we
May-
never.
May 1995.
May 95.
No.
And when I came here,
Old people, man.
Yeah.
Miranda, you and I were the young ones here.
listen, when I came to the States in 2008, I entered to this door on the Universal Music here, and I saw the Octobands in front of me.
Yes,
And this-
that's...
That was the spark. I need to take this and call Jose and Ricardo and continue.
Gael.
No, Jose no está aquí.
No.
No.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that brings me to the next thing. It's that we are at Universal Music in Miami, 305-499-9393. Universal Music are the distributor for 18 sound speakers, which top of the line Italian maker. And this time we are going to talk a little bit about Universal Music and one of the products, 18 Sound. Miranda for first and second time!
Wow.
There we go!
Yes.
Yeah, we
On the
finally
stage.
got Miranda on the camera.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only time they're gonna see him because he doesn't like to do it. But it's alright. Anyway, we got here the 18-inch 18LW 2600. It's 3,000 watts continuous power, sensitivity of 96.8 decibels. Frequency response is from 30 hertz to 800 hertz, which makes it a very beautiful sub-low speaker. It's a 4-inch voice coil. It's a magnet ferrite, and a stamp basket. All right. Universal Music, if I haven't said it, are the distributor for 18 sound. This is a very good speaker, easy to move. You don't need that much power, or it's the cones and the excursion. It's very easy to move that mass of air. And it will fit in any box. I know that there are people that think, things are designed under some parameters that you have to respect. And this is a beautiful speaker that could be flexible and used in any boxes. You should try it. It will give you what you're looking for. Have you had a little experience with 18 sound?
Well, this is a great speakers. This model in particular for the subwoofers, it's incredible. The response is beautiful.
Right. It's yep. And as I said, you can find it in Universal Music in Miami. You can call us at 305-499-9393. I repeat, 305-499-9393. We will be happy if you contact us. Well, it comes the craziness of this show. It'll be, we're going to keep talking a little bit more after this one with Gael. Before we go to the Frog and No Frog, tell us about Ecuador. I understand that you went there and you kicked some ass there.
Yep. Yeah, it was like... I was in Ecuador doing all the things, some business, and also I get, I was, trying to think what to do in Ecuador, like in music, and checking, because in every country that I go, I check the culture, how the people, especially how's the rock bands, the blues or the jazz, how every genre that I like, how it's in every country, and Ecuador was not the exception. And I never had chance to see real bands or performance. But I remember that I was watching TV. I never watched TV. But that time I was like, let me turn on the TV to check what's going on. And I remember that I turned the TV on, and it was like this program called My Name Is Yo Me Llamo. There was like, this is the final auditions. Please send your video and go to this page and fill your information.
This is sort of like The Voice here.
It's The Voice, but it's for imitation.
Right. Okay.
So you get your character and
you develop it.
And you develop on the program.
The show, right.
Yeah. So and I remember that I had a video of Murder by Numbers, and it's on YouTube. And I showed that video to Andy Summers, and he liked it. And I remember this.
You showed the video to Andy Summers before you send it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Andy likes the video, and so that day is like, okay, if Andy likes that song, Murder by Numbers is probably the I don't know how to say that, the most
unrated,
the rarest song on the Police, the rarest. It's not even not on the albums.
The most strange song the Police had. He decided to send it.
Yeah, so and I sent that rare song, and I filled the information, and I forgot because I never won any contest. So it's like, so I had this, and I
never won a lotto.
Like,
there we go.
Yeah.
So you did well.
I did. So they called me like, hey, we like what you do, and we want you on the finals, the final audition that is air live. And I did. They liked. They include me on the season, and I reached the semifinals. It was very good. It was a good experience to do the Sting, get into the Sting thing.
Well, one thing that I have to say is that definitely ZENDATTA doesn't sound really like Police. It's a very unique sound, and with this man being famous in Ecuador, because what I understand is that you were You were somebody in Ecuador for a little while there while you were there doing the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the people like I remember doing like going to the bakery like sample
There we
something
go.
that it takes me like a minute. It takes me half an hour. People are asking me for pictures and autographs and things like that. And it was like, what?
Not even Messi. Not even Messi in Ecuador. In Ecuador will.
Yeah.
They found Gael, huh? Not even Messi. Well, that's wonderful that you have that experience. And I repeat, one of the best bands that I heard doing a tribute, it's because they are their own self. Ricardo, bass player, Gerardo on drums, Gael on guitars and voices. It's something that if you have the opportunity to come to see them, you should. You should. So here we go on the frog, no frog. Let me explain to you how this one works. Frog is good.
Yes.
No frog is no good. So, pineapple on the pizza. Gerardo,
Frog.
good.
Yes. I like it.
No
What
frog.
about you?
No frog.
No frog. I don't like it either.
You have to try.
What about you, Miranda? No frog. Picaña con Miranda en la pizza.
Picaña con pizza.
Oh, there we go.
We have to try that.
No,
Picaña de pizza.
No, picaña.
Miranda, frog. There we go. Miranda gonna, but we gotta do a barbecue in the next podcast.
Pizza de picaña.
Yeah, don't be surprised
I'll
if we
have to
do it
try that.
outside. We're gonna do a podcast outside, and we're gonna invite everybody. Anyway, next one, auto tune in voice.
For me, no frog.
I think no frog because everybody now needs something to be perfect, and we are not perfect. You're looking for the perfection, and you need to be you need to have the talent and work on that.
More than that.
Well, more
More than that. And the ear is a muscle. The tuning is a muscle. So I remember that I heard Jeff Berlin, the famous bass player,
Yeah.
and he say something that I did that before he say it, but now since he say that, I do now conscious. It's like I not agree. He said I not agree to use tuners for guitar and bass. You have to force yourself to tune the guitar with your ear.
By ear.
That way
Yes.
you can hear
It's old fashioned.
Yeah.
everything close, and I did that before, but I start using tuners, you know, because you want to be perfect.
Yeah. And faster.
And the realistic, the of course the perfection exists, but let me tell you something. Now everybody that we mentioned the first album of Van Halen, that album, they never use a tuner.
Wow.
Never use a tuner. So Eddie tuned the guitar with the ear, and Mike Anthony tuned the bass on the
Eddie.
guitar
The
tuning.
guitar. All right. Okay.
They never use a tuner.
That sounds so unique.
So when they start using your ear to tune, you hear how good you are. This is something that I do in my house, and I do this thing since 8 years old. I tune my guitar by ear since 8 years old,
Wow.
and I tune perfect. But now the last 15 years, I tune my guitar, and I challenge myself to see how good it is.
So you check it with a tuner.
And I check with the tuner, and it's there.
That's an old fashioned to do things, gentlemen, because these days you see everybody trying to
You're
tune
training.
with the item, and so it's No frog. The other two.
No frog.
No
No
frog.
frog for here because we are old-fashioned. In TechRain, we do everything in style, old-fashioned microphones, Pro Tools, Focusrite, and Solid State Logic. That's what we got in TechRain Studios, and that's what we like to keep it. When you come to TechRain Studio, we try to give you that old-fashioned experience. Next thing, coffee every day.
Frog. Coffee?
Coffee, good and bad. There's no frog and bad.
Frog.
Gerardo. Yeah, but for me, it's super frog. Super frog.
Frog.
I run on coffee, so for me it's like
Look, I cannot live without a frog. By 10 o'clock, you're going to have my coffee. Miranda will tell you what happened. Gerardo, too. There we
I
go.
know.
Electric cars.
the concept is frog. The way it is made is no frog.
Good explanation. What about you, Gerardo?
I prefer hybrid.
You prefer what?
Hybrid.
I like the smell of the gas. So, no frog for me. All right? I love the smell of the gas. That fucking thing, the tangerine drink was famous for that smell of gas, which will be a podcast for the tangerine drink. Tangerine drink was my car in the 70s. I carry Gerardo drum all over
Yeah.
Venezuela. Anyway,
I know.
going, something that you like. I know that, by the way, not only that, he's a great guitar player, great vocalist, amazing with the AIs. Thanks to these guys, if you see anything that I do in the AI, it's his fault and Miranda's fault too. They got me into that bullshit, and now when you see it, that I do it in my thing, it's their fault. They inspire me. You're good on that one. Frog or no frog?
Frog.
Frog. Of course. I'm super frog now.
Frog.
Super frog. Super frog.
Frog.
Hey, frog. That's another one. So, what is next for Gael? Well, and I don't want to say something.
4 is very important.
Very important.
Yes.
There we go.
Extremely very important. Jose has the time.
Gael, what?
Gael Martin. Gael Martin has incredible talent and passion for not only the guitars or the instruments, inside them. He rebuilt.
Oh yeah, no.
disassemble,
That's something
ensemble.
that we know. Yes.
And that's a very important thing that I want to the people know about that.
That's a
and
good point.
Why do you when you discover that you
talent that you have.
you can do anything with the guitar from zero, because I'm
You're
I know
witness.
that.
Well,
You're witness.
I'm the witness.
There's a
for
say-
many years.
There's
for
a
many
saying
years.
that is the necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes.
So that's my motto. So I had big expectation. No, big. I don't know. Necessity is the expectation of like not to have an average guitar or average amp or an average pedal or an average set of like the guitar pedal and that's it. So my goals are always like insane high, and not only for that, it's for computers. I remember I bring one of these places that you bring the computer to fix, and the guy was like, what is this? Come everybody's coming to the store to see my computer
The
because
guy in the computer store was amazed what he brought supposedly to fix.
because my
He
computer
ended up fixing everything.
and I know why they are calling everybody to see my computer, because my computer was like this big, was rack mount, and it was had the same system that this guy that makes music for movies, Hans Zimmer had the same system in that computer, and I use it, and I put it in the computer. I found the way to get it, and I found the way to put it in that computer. So that small computer was like insane. So right now, let's see that I found a guitar that I see on a magazine that is like this new Fender custom shop. There's like the super model. What's the cost? 18,000. It's like what? It's right out of my.
You can call Gael for a custom, cheaper guitars. I'm witness. He just did a marvelous job with a Epiphone SG.
Yes.
For
Recently.
Tilted Hill guitar player, Yari. And you did an amazing job. And here's the story about that. The owner wants to change the pickups. And he brought some pickups that I don't want to say what was the name of it, and neither were made. And he called me back. You called me back. I said, I'm not doing this. I said, what the fuck? What you're not doing it? He said, no, I'm not going to switch these pickups. These pickups are made in U.S. They're extremely good pickups. I'm not doing it. So I had to call the client and Yari and say, look, the guy who's fixing your guitar is not going to do it. So you better just stick it around with no pickup. And he was right. That's the thing. Which leads me to another question. You told me once that you learned a lot about to take care of guitars and put it together and everything in Ecuador. That you had the chance that somebody even told you that.
What I learned in Ecuador was like philosophy of luthier.
Wow.
Luthier philosophy is very different than build guitars. The luthiers have a respect for woods, for methods of making the guitars, sounds, and what enhance the guitar and what is not help the guitar. So, and that is the bottom line is what it helps to your sound and what is not. Because maybe you see something that is like a good brand, you see there's something that is probably an expensive, maybe expensive pickups, or other expensive parts that you have to add into your guitar, and not necessarily those expensive parts are the right ones.
The right for the guitar, right?
So sometimes I found like, let me explain. During the pandemic, I built guitars like crazy. I was like,
not bad.
Yeah, and I found a guy in Croatia that makes pickups.
Wow.
And I was surprised by the not just by the specification. It was like, wow, this is something that I never seen before.
Right.
I got this pickups, and the pickups is incredible. It's incredible, and it was made in Croatia. So and the same thing when I started building amplifiers in 2006 to 2010.
Building amplifier.
Yeah.
So and I
thought you were crazy,
I started looking
crazier than what I thought.
Yeah, I started looking to build boutique amps. So and finding the what is the good sound, the sound that is better for me, what is not. But in the process that I learning what is good for me and what is not, I was learning about that. Yes. So in everything that I build, everything that I create, it must be maybe I can damage a couple of things, maybe. But what I love is to learn the process of how the things are created. So that's how I create amplifiers. I create guitars, but in the amplifiers, I start thinking like amp builder, not like I'm gonna get the pieces and I'm gonna start building together. No, I start building like a brand,
right?
Like a brand. Let me get.
So Gerardo said, you're from the inside of the instrument.
And so I start getting the providers for this guy. It can give me the speakers. This guy can provide me the cabinet. This other guy can provide me the faceplate. This other guy can provide me the electronics. This other guy provide me the tubes, and it's gonna be assembled in this part and this part, and I will do the final assembly in my house. I start thinking like a like
builder,
like,
right?
like a
But
builder.
It's a more kind of like an art. It's I mean,
it's an artistic.
when luthier, you
thing.
learn a lot that
It's
they have the
artistic thing.
art.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, what is next for you? Your solo projects? We know ZENDATTA. ZENDATTA work with us here at Taking Rain Studios.
He brings
What's your next?
Before that, he
What?
brings this. Why?
Okay, this is something that I did before, so people
Oh.
people knows me because of the police.
Yeah.
But I'm way beyond the police. I'm way beyond probably the real me is difficult to find, even for myself.
Yeah, I know that one.
Even for myself,
that was
and the
some
more
shit.
that you know me, you know that.
Same shit like that.
So I remember
Oh,
that
that
I
one.
worked
I
for
remember
I remember that I make this album for Miami Lighthouse for the Blind, and this was a big band. So this album was made based on a party for this organization, and they told me something that is like kick something inside me. That's like they told me, no, but you are Latinos, you don't know how to make American music. It was like, okay, I gotta give you the proof that we are so the right people that I can make a big band. So after I said that, like 10 minutes later, I would start creating. I doing the pre-production for the big band. So we made this album with how many people was in the album?
The musicians.
It was like 25 musicians.
Around 25.
Gerardo was the drummer, and the goal was just to play in an event. That's it. But what then nobody knows is that I start recording.
Mm-hmm.
In that time, the
was
only
a
thing that we got was Pro Tools with 8 tracks. So I started syncing the Pro Tools, several Pro Tools machines.
I
with
heard
the-
about that. He got crazy and did something that he synchronized or whatever, like
Yeah.
3 Pro Tools, 8 channels.
I found a way to create MIDI connectors with XLR cable for microphones. So I grabbed every microphone cable and I attached this device that I create for MIDI, and I started creating MIDI machine control,
Right.
and I sing all these Pro Tools recording together. So that's how I create this album.
Yeah.
And the graphic design is made by me too. So
Yeah.
and this is
Yes.
Let me explain something that what these guys do. Gerardo and Gael has been for years helping people at the Lighthouse in Miami. There are people that are blind, and these guys give a lot of time to that organization, make them really somewhere. I heard a lot about the work that you guys done over there, and it's amazing. And here is the proof that this guy is crazy and has a big heart.
I think that you can find on Bandcamp.
Yeah, it's in Bandcamp. So if you want to donate, you can purchase the song for $1, or you can give $1 million for a song. It's up to you because it's donation.
Yes.
So it's a good cause to donate for this album, and they also have this album that is for the Miami Lighthouse, and this
Yeah.
album was nominated for
Grammy.
for the Grammy as best kids album in 2013.
13.
Yeah, in 2013, I was the producer.
2000.
It's
Yeah,
a
no,
beautiful album. So it's more than the musical. Is more like how we can say that.
Story.
It's like Peter and the Wolf. That every
Right,
instrument
story.
has
It's
Story
something
music,
story.
right.
Stories.
Yeah.
4 different stories.
Yeah,
Nice.
and also I have this my band Super Sam. That was a beautiful project. Made here in Miami. It's a great musician, great
Yes.
music. You
Yeah.
can find in Spotify, and it's original music. I'm not just doing the police stuff.
No.
And Gael Martin is like that. It's like trying to find myself, who I am, and what the music I want to do. But based on what I did before, I made a lot of music for TV, for movies, for commercials. I did most of the famous brands in the United States for many years, and I learned a lot in the process. I make folkloric music too, so I'm very, very, very eclectic.
Yes.
So there's no one style that defines me. I'm a rock and roller, so I play rock and roll. But I have shades because my family is from Spain, so I have this Spanish influence, and then to live my early years in Venezuela, to being exposed to the Latin music, and then to influence myself listening all this rock, and I listen from rock from Kiss, King Crimson, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. There was no limit for and the punk music, all this music that I was influenced, and I tried to create something that reflects what I am. Is difficult.
Very complex.
It's very complex, but I'm trying to find the way that is like the not mainstream, but it's something that I feel good doing it. Maybe it can be just a blues album. It can define me as, and I would be happy just to play a blues album.
Which a few weeks ago you were in Chicago. Were you in a search for your blues side?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes. I every time that I had to connect with that part of me, the blues. I'm a bluesman, and my soul is
Deeply, you're a bluesman.
I'm deeply in the blues.
Your fingers tell.
Do you have maybe one or two or three singers that mark your style? Not Sting. Sting is
Sting.
apart.
Yeah, we know wrote that one.
Your style or your
Good question. It's a good question.
yeah. Thank you.
Three singers that impact for him to be for who he is or influence in
your
his career.
favorite singers.
I had
Let
three
me see.
singers, and Sting is not on the list.
Yes.
There we go. No, Sting. You make money on it.
Is Mr. John Wetton,
Oh,
Frog.
Super Frog.
Mr. Greg Lake,
Oh,
Frog,
Lord,
Frog.
second one.
and the third one. A third one might be
John
Ian
Anderson.
Gillan.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
No, John Anderson.
Not John Anderson.
Gabriel.
Ian Gillan. I like Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Gabriel, and I like Gabriel for different reasons than to be a vocalist. I think that he used his voice in a very musical way.
Yes.
So it's not. So to define Peter Gabriel as a good singer, he's not. But
I'm a showman too.
To define Gabriel as a person that used the instrument in a different way is like David Bowie.
Yes.
So maybe Gabriel is more on that side of David Bowie.
Right.
He's a great performer. He creates something that like
Deep music.
unique.
Very deep and unique music.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's about it. Let me tell you a little bit about Tech Rent Studios. We are rehearsals and recording facility, multimedia facility. If you have your podcast, you want to help us with your production, guide you to put your product out. And we also handle events, like we will have soon another event, which that remind me something, and this one is for Gerardo. Gerardo, you're going to be having a seminar, what the frog do you call it? It's because Gerardo's gonna be here in a few weeks, right?
Yes, and exactly on Saturday, 27th of this month, I will be doing a drum showcase, and it's a combination of a master class, talk and play about the music, about all my career, the influence, the bands. I will be playing music from many different artists, like of course Tempano, my band, founder of the Tempano.
Where's it at?
What?
Where the place that
The place is Carlos Music and Art School in Aventura, and you find all the information
Florida, Miami.
in my social media, in Facebook, in Instagram, and
We got to support Gerardo on the 27th.
Yes.
We'll be there.
and the next
Miranda will not, though.
and the next for you and for you will be here.
We will be there.
Yes.
We will be there. We'll support you. Well, Gail, thank you.
Thank
I have to
you.
say something. I have to thank anyone to follow us, because if you think that we are crazy, you are crazier because you are following us, and we follow Miranda, who started this bullshit. So, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Gerardo, once more. Peace out. I gotta go drink coffee.
My boss, my friend, my sister, no, my